globalization? Actually, the best definition of it I know of, if I can remember it, is by a very well-known development economist, Canadian development economist, guy named Gerald Helleiner, who tried to summarize it in a little ditty which went something like this. He said, "The poor complain, they always do, but that's just idle chatter. Our system brings rewards to all, at least to all who matter." Globalization is one specific modality of international integration. There's nothing wrong with international integration. In fact, it's a great thing. It's nice to meet people from other countries and all sorts of other stuff. But there are various forms of possible international integration, and the one that's called globalization is one particular one. Like, it's not the new international economic order that the South was calling for, and it's not the new global system that they're now calling for. It's a different one. This new one, the one that is called global, the official one, the one that Thomas Friedman writes laudatory books about and so on. Among its other properties are that countries have to open up their borders to free imports, so they have to accept imports from highly subsidized U.S., European, and Canadian agribusiness, which of course instantly wipes out domestic production for domestic needs. The poor complain, they always do, but that's just idle chatter. Our system brings rewards to all, at least to all who matter. The poor complain, they always do, but that's just idle chatter. Our system brings rewards to all, at least to all who matter. That means that poor farmers are stuck. One thing they can do is flee to the cities, which has the nice effect that they create a massive labor force which lowers wages. It means that U.S. and European manufacturers, or by now Japanese and Korean manufacturers who are putting, say, assembly plants or whatever abroad, can benefit from cheaper labor, and consequently wages can go down, and in fact do go down while the economy booms. Mexico is a dramatic case. So once again, they become what's called a rational peasant in the technical literature. A rational peasant is a peasant who understands that you have to produce for export and you have to seek the maximum profit. Okay, so you sort of spell that out: produce for export, stable markets, maximum profit. Well, you get the same answer as before: cocoa, poppies, and so on. Cocoa, poppies. The poor complain, they always do, but that's just idle chatter. Our system brings rewards to all, at least to all who matter. The poor complain, they always do, but that's just idle chatter. Our system brings rewards to all, at least to all who matter. What happens to the rational peasants, incidentally, after they've learned their lessons properly? Well, once they've learned the lesson, they're rewarded. They're rewarded with helicopter gunships that you and I pay for, with chemical and biological warfare, including new experimental biological techniques that will have who knows what effect, and by what's called here a drug war. That's the reward for having learned the lessons, after having been essentially forced into a particular kind of production by the way globalization works out. That's one of its less discussed features.